Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host for today's presentation, and I welcome you to Young Elites and Professionals. This is an overview presentation about what Young Elites and Professionals stands for. Okay. Today we'll be bringing you up to speed on why we were created. Starting from the name, young. Anybody watching this video, if you're still between the ages of 0 to 50, I believe you're young. Okay? It's not actually about the age, but it's about the mindset. So you are young, you are an elite because on your journey, throughout your journey of life, one way or the other, you passed through school. So I believe you to be an elite. Then the professionalism in you is what we want to help you bring up. Okay, so let's continue. This is a brief introduction of what Young Elites and Professionals is all about. We are an ICT resource company. Okay, we're founded on the 17th of October 2017. Though the idea has been in the mind of great people even right before then. So we just officially registered the company at that date. It's a debt-free company and it is privately owned. Just like I want to help spur you to start having the mindset of setting up your own company. I'm not calling you to come and work for a particular company, but to arouse that hunger in you for you to own your own company. So let's quickly dive into it. Meet the founder. Like I said, I am Kenneth Amechi, and I'm the CEO and founder, Young Elites and Professionals. This is as a result of a great hunger in me to be able to disseminate information, teach a lot of people. Having gone through some hurdles myself, I decided that people coming behind me should have someone to, show them the way, someone to hold them by the hand and help them succeed genuinely. So, this is our mission. We are aiming to educate every African child and youth on current trends in the digital and creative industry and help them bring out their own personal creativity, help them to market themselves to the world, because I believe there's something in you that the world is waiting to see, and the very platform to do this even in this digital age is for you to be able to sell yourself to a much global audience, even right from your home. Okay, so in turn, this will rechannel the zeal and mindset of these future leaders from cybercrime to one that is sound with value-added services to humanity, as to have a sustainable environment which is to be preserved, because the orientation a lot of people have these days is, especially when it comes to ICT or when it comes to the internet, is just as in this flimsy one, this one that is not robust. Main target for most young people aiming to make money from the internet is just to stay somewhere on the covers of Facebook, whatever platform they're using. On that covers, they want to use it to extort money from others, which is not good. It is degrading what humanity stands for. So it's about time somebody actually led a new generation of young people to help them see a better way to actually make a living or blow up their career using the internet. Okay, so our vision is we want to see a community of young people who are duly equipped with digital skill sets, A lot of people just keep thinking about what their country can offer them, what somebody can offer them. But I tell you, for you to actually become wealthy, you need to start to locate those loopholes, those things that people are looking or neglecting. Actually, in such problems lies your wealth. Because if you can profile if you can profile a solution to that problem, you're on your way to your fortune. So we want to see a great number of you being able to, think outside the box, being able to be creative and bring about innovations that you yourself will stand a chance to start employing even your classmates. So that is the vision which we are putting on the table, and for the serious ones, you want to work with us ASAP. So let's continue. Just like the words of Martin Luther King, he said, which is still a very vital point, that the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. The fact that you've gone to school, you shouldn't just come out of school and start depending on somebody to fund your life, or to start thinking about it. For me, I count it not actually being serious with your life's potential. If you decide that after school you want to go work for somebody, I'm not saying becoming an employee is bad, but it's about time. If you're going to become an employee, that means you're going to work all your life, or most of your life, to work on another man's empire. Why not build yours? Yes, we all can all build companies, but I'm telling you, out of every 100, if we can find 10 people to build their own company, yes, the remaining 90, they can work for you. So who says you cannot be that CEO? So he says, critical and to think critically, intelligence, full of character. That's the goal of true education. So the education system is just to help you, repackage yourself. Let's just put it that way. To help you repackage yourself. It doesn't actually mean that you studied accountancy, that means you must become an accountant. You can pursue your career in accounting, but who says you cannot own your own company somewhere and begin to multiply? We're not saying be restricted to a particular geographical location. You can begin to own different outlets in different places, and it begins now. Don't wait till you're 50, don't wait till you're 100. It begins now. If it is the minute things that you can do, begin them now. Before you count 10, 20 years doing that particular thing, you would have become a super boss. Okay, so let's proceed. In 5 years, what do we see YEP becoming? Remember the name young, elite, and professional. So you have your life fully ahead of you. So 5 years to this time, just like that, I do tell my friends, if you fail to plan, we've heard that saying countless number of times. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Meaning that if you want your next 5 years to be different from your last 5 years, you need to do something new. It's only a crazy person that will keep doing a particular thing over and over again, the same way, the same pattern, and expecting a different result. If you want a different result, you need to do it differently. Okay? So if the past 5 years, you've been thinking, oh, I want to become a millionaire, and lo and behold, you are here today and you are not yet a millionaire, and you want to carry on the same mindset to the next 5 years, I'm sorry, you may not make so much of a change. Okay? So, in the next 5 years, we'll see 5 million undergraduates who will be empowered all across West Africa, because I'm telling you, if you're able to sow a seed of empowerment, of educating somebody, it goes a long way. And what we have for you is something that all across Africa, people can tap from it and learn. Our target is to teach as many people as possible. We want to raise millionaires from different parts of the world. Okay, but our major focus is Africa. The second is 5 million graduates empowered. We want to see 5 million graduates who would come out of school and become their own CEO. We don't want you to go back to the street, go queue on the job market, be on that queue of job market. No, a lot of people have graduated 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, who are still on that job market queue. So don't go join them. Become that CEO, become that guy that would employ this long queue, because I tell you there are vast number of them who are still outside writing application to secure a job somewhere, who says you cannot be the owner of that company that they can come work for or work with. So the third one is, in the next 5 years, a minimum of 2 million youths who will be on the streets. We don't care if you went to school or not, we want to empower you. So, how do we intend to do this? First of all, you need to understand that we are in a much global village, especially with the advent of the internet. So, you want to be ahead on things when it comes to digital anything. So, this is our fundamentals. This is the basics that we are laying down. We have a couple of courses that we want to empower you with. Okay, 3D animations. Okay, we'll take them one after the other. 3D animations, photo blend, all these things. The main thing we want to call your attention to is young elites and professionals do not offer a get-rich-quick scheme. We're not saying bring money, come and invest somewhere, and overnight you're going to become a millionaire. No. But what we assure you is that if you follow our precepts, if you follow the blueprint of what we'll be showing to you, in no time you're going to become rich. We all envy Aliko Dangote. Aliko Dangote happens to be the #1 richest man in Africa. A lot of people have done different music about him. There's one about Adekunle who said Baba God pick up the call that Dangote doesn't have 2 heads. Fine, I tell you, he doesn't have 2 heads, just like you. Each and every one of us are God's highest form of creation. We all have 1 head, 2 arms, 2 legs. We have breath in our nostrils. We have this pulse, and we can do virtually anything. So, if you envy Aliko Dangote, ask yourself, for how long has Aliko Dangote been in business before he became the richest man in Africa? Well over 30 years. So have you done something consistently for 30 years? If you're not, this is the time. This is the time to begin. Okay? If you're going to work all your life, become an employee for somebody, I'm sorry, you may not become that millionaire. You may not even be as rich as Aliko Dangote's gate man. Okay, so it's about time you work on yourself. It's about time you catch that fire to begin something for yourself, something you can lay for your generations to come. Build a transgenerational business. Okay, so these are the things we want to actually empower you with, because we believe that when you begin with this, it will spoil your ingenuity, and you begin to diversify into various other sectors and using ICT knowledge to make it grow bigger. First is 3D animation. The reason why I recommend this thing is because whatever thing you're going to do, you need to market yourself to the world. So a lot of people are camera shy, a lot of people can't face crowd to tell people what they are all about. Fine. I didn't just start this way. There was a time I can't even face crowd. Okay? So if you're that type of person, this guy would help you. 3D animation, just sit somewhere, construct, put your mind and thoughts together on using pen and paper. And this guy will help you do all the presentation. And I tell you, that presentation may get to various parts of the world depending on how you push it using your digital skills. Okay? So 3D animation,
perfect way to face the camera and disseminate your information. Next is photo blend. It all comes with a package called graphic design. We'll get there soon. Photo motion animation, it comes with animation. We'll just show you different things that we're going to empower you with. Graphic design, yeah. For everything you're going to do, is either you sell yourself using text, is either you sell yourself using videos, or you sell yourself using graphics. And I tell you, graphics works perfectly, because when the mind catches the picture of what you have to offer, they may not even have to read a long text or watch a long video. With just a captivating flyer, a captivating e-flyer, or even printed version of it, can make somebody's mind come towards what you have to offer. Okay? And they go ahead to dig in more on your videos, on your text, and the rest. Let's take you to the next one, video editing. You want to make videos, you want to tell people about what you're doing, you want to do animations, you want to be able to, put some touches to it, edit it, do a lot of things. This training will help you do so. You don't have to pay a professional to do this for you. You can learn these things, you can even carry them. Most of our training, virtually all of our trainings, you can carry them out using a mobile phone. You don't actually need a big gadget, a laptop, a desktop, so to say. Yes, if you have them, it's a plus for you. But even with your mobile phone, you'll be able to do and carry out every of these trainings. The next is hardcover to softcover. There's a business package around this that I'm throwing out to people. How would you like to have a portal, even for students, even while right in school, that can provide course materials for fellow students? Definitely you understand that nothing comes for free. Not even in free time, you don't get anything in life for free. You have to pay a little something, okay? So you may have a platform that offers different services, and how can you get your written text into soft copy easily? This training will help you do that, and will show you how you can monetize it. For every person going there to download, they actually pay, and they don't even have to transfer to your bank account. They can pay using the next. Some of the trainings will be showing you how to integrate payment gateways upon your platform. Let's take you to the next one. This is like the king, because this is going to be the house where every of your skills will be displayed, and every other thing that you know how to do, this is how you can display to the world. I tell you, I call this is the virtual CV. You don't need to write CVs these days. Have a good website, a sophisticated website that you don't even have to pay somebody to do. You can build it yourself, okay? And list out the different things that you are competent in. I tell you, companies will come running after you. You don't need to go submit your CV. Oh, this is what I can do. Please accept me. Please take me as one of your workers. No, you can work remotely and have people patronize you from different parts of the world. That's the big secret about websites that people still don't understand, especially in this black continent. Okay, so it's about time to rise up to the challenge and begin to develop IT solutions. Okay, the next on our list is blogging. A lot of us have been hearing a lot of things about blogging all these years, but most people haven't made a dime from it. Here we'll be showing you how you can make crazy amount of money from your blog just by writing. Sit down, put your thoughts together, and we'll show you how you convert that to real-time cash. Next is mobile applications development. I tell you, the future of the internet is the mobile applications. Tell me the last time you went to the cyber cafe or you carried your laptop to actually visit a certain website, www.something, via sitting down with your laptop and doing that. Maybe when you have your Wi-Fi on, and a lot of times it's maybe there's a free Wi-Fi somewhere, just bring out your laptop. But the very fastest way to accessing the internet these days is via mobile. And mobile, it's either you're using somebody's mobile application or you can actually make yours. Because one way or the other, you're putting money in the pockets of whoever has made that mobile application. Check through your phone. How many of the mobile applications on your phone are actually designed by you? Those who designed them didn't do those things for free. So there's a way each person is getting paid while you use those mobile apps. Why not become your own mobile developer, mobile apps developer, and do crazy things, do sweet things. When I say crazy, in the word crazy, I mean some superb things. Okay, so the future of the internet is mobile. Quick click via your mobile phone, which is easily accessible even with the internet on it. You have access to the world. So learn this alongside everything we will be showing you, so that you'll be able to have a much global audience. The next is the telecoms and TV. I tell you, most of you watching me today, it's been long you watched your local channels. Even when you watch your local channels, it is either via your cable subscriptions. True or true? It is always true. Most people don't go ahead to just turn the area. When last have you gone outside of your room to go and rotate the aerial? That's what it's called, the outside antenna. When last have you done those things? You remember those days we used to do them. Digital TV has taken over the cable TV. So how would you like to position yourself in this sector where people will recharge their DSTVs, their GoTVs, their StarTimes, and something actually drops into your bank account in real time? That's that training. The next is the telecommunications. How would you like people all around you and in different places recharging their mobile phones and you get paid? How would you like to be able to print recharge cards in your name, customized in your name, and sell? Okay, those are the things embedded in that training. The next is importation. You may call it mini, you may call it max, depending on your capacity to bring in. Okay, so if you are operating within 1 million naira below, you are still into mini importation. I don't care how massive your wares are, but it's still mini. So how would you like to tap into the e-commerce industry and start, bringing in things yourself, market them? All that will be taught to you on this training. We said with as low as 20,000 naira as capital, you can begin to import. Even you can import even lower than this. We just targeted a much commercial way to actually make money from your importation. That's why we go to the 20,000 naira. With as low as 100 naira, you can import something. Come for this training and we'll show it to you. The next is build your own mobile POS. I call it mobile POS, but it is actually online payment gateway integration. How would you like to have a website that maybe you're selling jewelries? Beneath it, instead of you putting out your full bank account, pay to something to Diamond, to GT, to First Bank, blah 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 blah, your full name, all those. No, that's the analog way to do things. Because what comes to the mind of people is when they see your bank account, especially these days, what strikes them first is, somebody's out gunning for my money. But if you pull out your wares and beneath it, you just have a button. When somebody clicks on that button, they have to swipe their MasterCard, their Visa card, whichever card, Verve card. That's a much easier way to carry out transaction. So that's about payment gateway integration. Also, how would you like to develop mobile POSs? They are all contained in this training. So all these trainings put together, I tell you, that of web development alone, on the street, maybe you want to learn from one of those IT shops, IT offices all around you. The minimum they charge you, or they will charge you for web development training for a couple of days is 50,000 naira. That's the minimum. Anybody can charge. But let's say the person is family, let's say the person knows you well, okay, let's say the person is your bosom friend and he has this knowledge, he wants to teach you. The least they will take from you is 20,000 naira. Right? Tell you I've gone to an IT company, I won't mention the names, I won't be here to maybe spoil their business or promote them in any way. I went there, made inquiries, okay, I want to learn web development. Do you know how much I was charged? 237,000 naira just to learn web development. But that's not the reason why I'm telling you this. All these trainings, all our trainings, we categorize them into 7 different segments. So all these trainings are broken down into 7. Alright? So if you go for the minimum, let's say 20,000 naira per training, if you're going to learn 7, that's you're thinking about 140,000 naira. We said no, that's too much. That's why we cancelled it out. We can't charge you 140,000 naira. Okay? Alright. Let's say each of the training is billed at 50,000 naira minimum. Times 7 is 350,000 naira. No, we don't want to take that from you. This is what we say. Each of our training, you can begin to have access to them starting with as low as 500 naira. That's amazing because one, you should understand that we have the ability to give you these trainings for free. But when people get things for free, they tend to take it with levity. So that's why we just needed to put a little token on it so that you take it seriously and know that this is a gateway, a passageway for you to actualizing your dream and blowing up your creativity. So beginning with 500 naira, you can begin to pick up 1 or 2 or more of our trainings. Okay, so having seen having seen what we have to offer, now there's a business opportunity to it. We like we said, we are targeting going all around Africa, but we can't do that alone. And I tell you, it's going to be a big task, but we can't do it all by ourselves. That's why we designed a business opportunity to this. And we tell you that in life you have 2 choices. This part is optional. Okay, it is not mandatory that you follow us on this path. You can get your all of our trainings and roll with it. You can even train other people. We can't hold you back. Okay, you can even use our training materials to train other people. There's no holding you back. But let's say you want to join us in this expansion mission that we are on. We said in life you have 2 choices. It's either you become rich or you work for the rich. And I tell you, the goal of this is not looking all dressed up, all decked up. No. The goal here is not you looking rich. You can fake it to look rich, but it is you actually becoming rich. Because I tell you, you may be a teenager now, you may be in your 20s now, you may be a youth now, okay, and you're still considering yourself as a little boy, a little girl, daddy, mommy still taking care of you. But I tell you, there's coming a time you have to feel the shoes of daddy and mommy, and some kids will be looking up to you. So for you to plan for the inevitable, you need to begin now. That's why I keep emphasizing you begin now. So the goal is not to look rich, because you can all be Miss this, Miss that, the Playboy thing, you can still be having them now. But in the nearest future, all those things you drop them. All these play queen, play mama things, you have to drop them. Okay? So it is for you to actually become rich. That's our advice for you. Now we'll upload a video to explain the cash flow. Because a lot of people have this mentality that I just need to finish school or work for somebody. Very good. When you do that, you're planning the rest of your life to become an employee for somebody. You're planning to work on somebody's plantation. When I say plantation, I don't mean you actually work in a farm. Plantation in quotes here. When I say you're working in a plantation, that means You're working in an office, maybe all suited up, AC tight, all those things, official car and the rest, but you have several other people working on that or in that office. So, and that very CEO may have various branches in various states, in various countries. So you are just one of his kids, one of his errand boys or girls working in his empire, and eventually you're making somebody rich. So you have two choices. If you don't build your dreams now, somebody will hire you to help you there. And when you are building it, you are not building it for that person alone. You are building it for its generation, for its lineage. Why not become that person that other people work for? Okay, so the power of number. If you understand this, I'll do a separate training to show you this. I've done this training sometime in 2017. I'll still upload the video. It's still relevant. I'll upload it on our website for you to see. It will be on our YouTube channel. You can go through it. Then I'll do a modern training on it for you to understand the power of number. I tell people that the money you need to succeed in life is not a bullion van of money being given to you or a sack load of money given to you. No. The money you need to succeed in life is in the pockets of people. Just is to sit down, make a detailed analysis in a legitimate way. The key word is legitimate way. Okay, you can get money in different ways, but why would you want to make money in fraudulent ways and make some people cry? So, membership. How do you become a member of Young Elite and Professional? Because I'm sure you are you're having that question in your mind. How do you become a member with us? Sign up for any of our training packages. That makes you a member. And remember, don't spend just for your own self. Don't be selfish with it. Tell other people about it as well. So, by signing up for any of our training packages, you are automatically a member of Young Elite and Professionals. They will also reward you handsomely when you tell other people about us. So, let's go to the next. Okay. Now, for membership, our courses ranges between 500 naira to 5,000 naira. So there are courses of 500 naira, there are those of 1,000 naira, there are courses of 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira, 5,000 naira. So whichever course you sign up for or somebody signs up for, let's say you have signed up now and somebody goes ahead, you told them about it and you sign up for that course, they're going to cut you a check of 40% of whatever the amount is. That's good. Okay? It's a kind of saying, thank you for believing in us, thank you for joining us on this expansion project. It's an expansion project. So we call it the publicity reward. So there's a projection on this. Somebody wants to say, okay, fine, if I have this number of people who joins up with me, what do I gain eventually? So we are saying, let's say somebody, when you go through your phone contact list, there are numerous number of people on your contact list, say your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your phone record as well. A lot of those people. And some will be interested, some will take one course, some will take 2, 3, 4, 5 courses. We have 7 of them in total. But let's say out of all your contacts, 5 people decide to pick all of the courses. Remember, irrespective of whichever one they sign up for, we are cutting your check of 40%. But having summed up all of our courses, we have a total of 21,500 naira. It's not a must for you to sign up for all our courses. You just need to pick the ones that you have interest in. But let's say somebody is a pure novice or just is so eager to learn everything we have. Okay? So when you do the 40% on that, 40% on 21,500 is 8,600 naira. Now let's say just 5 people in your contact list say we want to get all this training. Remember, all our training courses, you can use it to retrain other people, even without bringing them to our platform. You can have your own platform and use our material. We give you the full license to that. Okay, so let's say 5 people decide to get all our training. Maybe they're interested in having their own platform and to train other people. 5 people picking up all the training. When you multiply 5 by 8,600, and that's a moving 43,000 naira. Okay, let's say you take your game higher. 10 people decide to do the same thing. That's 86,000 naira. 15 people, 129. Down to the, there's no limit to the number of people you can bring. That's another sweet thing about it. You can decide to bring 100 people. That means this number will double. Okay, so for this level, we are saying 430,000 could be yours relatively if your friend decides to do this. Remember, the major aim is for them to become digitally skilled. They should improve themselves and use that platform, that knowledge to expand their business reach and make more sales, promote themselves much better. So this is capital enough, at least a starting point that you can use to set up anything you want to do right after school or even while you are still in school. So this is the rule of money. This quote or this analysis was deduced from Warren Buffett. He says, first, he said, if you want to ascertain that you are actually a wealthy person, you need a minimum of 7 different streams of income. Meaning that maybe you're selling provision somewhere here and you decide to go 7 streams. Don't go open another. If you open another provision store, it's still the same 1 stream of income, because what happens when provision does not sell? It means that no income. But let's say you are into provision here, you have another eatery, you have an eatery somewhere. That's a different thing from provision. So your income stream has turned 2. Then you have taxis all about the state running town service for you. That's another stream of income. That's transportation. This is food industry. That one is, cosmetics and beauty industry. So all that have different streams of income. That's why we keep saying Aliko Dangote to be the #1 richest man in Africa. Why? He diversified his portfolio. He didn't just stay with cement. He went into sugar, he went into pasta, he went into flour, he went to different things. And he's still maintaining that #1 person. So don't just come sing different songs. Like let's take, for instance, the one Adebule Gold sang that Dangote does not have 2 heads. He's begging God to pick up his call and the rest. Yeah, you can sing those songs to excite yourself, but I tell you, if you do nothing, you get nothing eventually. Dangote didn't just become the richest man in Africa all of a sudden. He did that consistently for more than 30 years. Okay? So, what have you done consistently for 1 year, for 2 years, for 5 years? Then, before you start thinking of becoming millionaire and billionaire like Dangote. So, the secret of wealth is very easy, but will you be willing to implement it? This is the wealth secret 101. That's what I tackled. #1 is make money. You can make money from our platform. You can make money from whatever thing you are involved with. You have different things that you are already doing as well. So you can make money from them. But don't just sit on that alone. Make that money. Use the money to make more money. That's the rule #2. The second rule is use that money to make more money. Then the third rule, which is very paramount, is to repeat the process. Don't say, okay, I'm a made man. I want to start squandering what I've made. No. Use the money you made. Repeat the process. That thing that made you your first hundreds of naira, when you repeat the process, do it well again to give you thousands. When you multiply it the same way, it will give you your millions. From millions, you become exceedingly wealthy and become a billionaire. So don't just think I want to be a billionaire by Bruno Mars and Sean McCoy. No, do something actively to attain that. So next on our slide is these are other industries of interest, of personal interest. Okay, so with or without you, I will dive into these industries, but I'm telling you, no, I'm not that kind of person. The reason for setting up this this trade is to help spoil your own ingenuity. We want to raise millionaires from amongst you. I'm seeing you to become that next billionaire. Dangote won't be here for the rest of the lifetime of the world. We also won't be. In the next couple of years, let's say 50 years, somebody else should be able to take up that spot. And that person is potential you. So you can be that person. So I'm saying in the next couple of years, let's say in the next 2 years maximum, you should own your own real estate. You should own houses all around your state, all around the 36 states in Nigeria, all around Africa. You can even go to Europe. Who says you cannot own a house in Europe? So that's real estate. That's my vision for you. That's my dream for you. Because personally, it's my dream and I'm going to attain it. So I want it to be your own dream as well. The next is hospitality. When you hear hospitality, don't let hospital come to your head. No. Hospitality is talking about hotels, resorts. That industry is what you also should tap into. Don't wait for only covers to take all the profits in it. Who says you cannot own your own hotel in different states in your country? Okay. Next is agriculture. People would keep needing food, so you need to, enter into that sector. And when I tell you agriculture, I'm not saying you should be the one to go till the farm. Set up a system, employ people. I tell you, millions of people on the street are waiting for you to set up that your company, for them to work. So set up something with agriculture and have people come work with you. Next is transportation. Who says you cannot set up your own taxify, your own boat, your own Uber, your own BRT transport system? Who says you cannot go trans-Africa? Who says you cannot travel, you cannot own Marco Polos that take people all around Africa? That is my dream for you. The next is oil and gas. You should be able to own your own fuel stations all around the country. Okay? E-commerce. We're going to dwell very much on e-commerce in the next couple of days. Okay? E-commerce is just saying electronic commerce. Commerce is about sales of commodity, goods and services. So we have a platform that will keep the EU. It's been developed already, but you can own your own e-commerce platform as well. But there's a current platform that will show to you. We've developed it, we are working with it, that when people in different countries make sales, maybe they buy something from that platform, they sell something on that platform, you can cut a check from that profit. That is how huge what we're going to show you next is. The aviation sector. Who says you cannot own your own fleet of flights, or jet setting, or Boeing? Who says you cannot be the next Richard Branson, okay, the owner of Virgin Airlines? He's a human being like you. He has one head, he has 2 arms, 2 legs. So stop that poverty mentality of saying you cannot go past a certain level. Begin to spur your hunger for greater height. And I'm telling you, you're not going to walk alone. We will walk with you. This is a promise I'm making to you. So telecommunications, you can be the next Adenoga. Yes, there are huge opportunities in telecommunications. So there's a disclaimer to everything we've shown you, especially about the income plan. All right, we are not promising, like we said earlier, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We are not saying you bring money, you want to invest for it. No. First thing you should understand is we want to teach you things that we think would help you scale up your business, scale up your brand. It is knowledge for you. Personal development can never be taken from you. Whenever somebody imparts you with knowledge, the person cannot wake tomorrow and say, oh, that knowledge I'm giving to you, give it back. That stays with you for life. So you are getting value when you work with us. So this is just for the income projection. Okay, so when you do what you have to do, you get all the monetary benefit that we promise. So thank you so much for being part of this presentation. I look forward to having you on board, to shaking your head in real time and you sitting opposite to me talking about how successful you've become having followed the blueprint of what we have for you. Thank you. Until we meet again, I remain Kenneth.